Sir, be quiet. Poor Maid kissed billionaire boss to save his life, but this happened. Episode 2. The week after Maya was cast out was the hardest of her life. She cleaned market shops for pennies, her cousins tugging at her skirt, their eyes hollow with hunger. Every time she remembered Kola's cold voice, "Pack your things and leave tomorrow," her chest tightened like a wound reopening. She had saved him with that kiss, risked her dignity in front of strangers, and yet he had thrown her away. But fate does not wait for permission. One night, as she scrubbed a shop floor, she overheard two men whispering near the window. They mentioned Kola's name. They laughed about the meeting he had scheduled that evening. And then one of them muttered, "Tonight, he will not return home." Maya's heart dropped. Her hands trembled around the wet rag. Everything she had warned him about was true. Nadine and Tunde's plan was about to unfold. She had a choice: stay silent and let him suffer, or risk everything again for a man who had rejected her. She grabbed her cousin's hands and ran, through crowded streets, past the smell of roasted corn and exhaust fumes. She pushed her body harder than she ever had. By the time she reached the hotel where Kola was supposed to be, her chest burned, her legs shaking. And then she saw him, sitting calmly in his sleek car, adjusting his tie, unaware of the headlights circling behind him. "Kola!" she gasped, pounding on his window. His eyes widened in shock, then hardened. "You again? I told you." He never finished. SUV doors slammed. Masked men spilled out, guns glinting in the night. The sound of boots on asphalt froze the air. Without hesitation, Maya yanked the car door open. "Come," she cried, pulling Kola out as bullets cracked into the vehicle. Her cousins screamed as they darted into a narrow alley, shadows swallowing them whole. Kola shielded Maya and the children, his breath ragged. His mind reeled. She was right. Every word she spoke was true. Then footsteps echoed. Tunde and Nadine emerged from the darkness, smug smiles carved into their faces. Behind them, more men appeared, blocking the only exit. "Well, well," Tunde sneered. "Big brother, caught like a rat. And with the maid for company. How low you've fallen." Nadine's laugh cut like glass. "Did you really think you were untouchable? And this is the girl you believe? Pathetic." Kola's chest clenched with fury. His own blood, his fiancée, the woman he had trusted, had plotted to end him. At night he lay awake replaying the alley, the bullets, the mocking voices. And in the midst of those memories was always Maya's face, her crescent-shaped mark glistening under the streetlight, her lips pressed against his cheek in that desperate kiss. One evening, when the house was quiet and the children's laughter drifted from the courtyard, Kola turned to her. His voice was low, uncertain. "Maya, that night at the restaurant, the kiss, did it mean anything to you?" Maya's hands trembled. She had faced death, betrayal, and hunger without breaking, but this question pierced her in a way nothing else had. She tried to look away, but her voice betrayed her. "Yes." Kola's chest tightened. For the first time in years, he smiled without heaviness. He reached for her hand, but both knew this path would not be easy. A billionaire and a former maid, bound together by fate and betrayal, daring to believe in something as fragile as love. Still, as their hands touched, one truth became clear. In a world where family had failed and wealth could not buy loyalty, the maid with the mark had given him what no one else could: courage and hope.